All right, so now let's move on with this. The next thing we're going to be doing is to actually let's fix a few things first. We're going to go over here into this side. I'm going to take all of these edges, including each of the two on the sides of it, just like that. So we have only the middle one selected. And I'm going to pull it in the y-axis all the way to about there, like that, just so that one doesn't intersect into it like that. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to take both of these faces, 1, 2. And I'm going to get out of that, take this, and let's go into edit mode. So we'll take those two faces. I'm going to take this vertex right here, press S and then Y, and type in 0, just to level it with it, just like that. All right, so you can see that makes it flat with it, just the way we want it to. And now over here, now we're gonna be making the bottom in a separate video. Okay, so the area that we're gonna fill here, we're gonna make it in a separate video because they are wood planks. They are not just one. What do you call it? They are separate wood planks that are underneath there. So let's just move on and then finish this area first. I'm gonna take this vertex, this vertex, this vertex, and that vertex right there. So I'm gonna press Shift and D to duplicate them, and I'm gonna press F to fill it. Okay, so just to fill in that top area very nicely, like that. All right, so that gives us the space to start working on the top side. That is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start creating the top wall. We're gonna take this and go into edit mode, right? So now I'm gonna take this vertex over here. I want to Shift and D it in the y-axis, in the x-axis rather, all the way to here, and I want to extrude it in the y-axis until we have about 4.79 here. So I'm just gonna get 4.79. All right, and there we go. So 4.79, just like that. And I want to take this vertex and delete it. All right, so I think our wall is about, is it 0.13? Yeah. So I'm just gonna extrude this in the x-axis and type in 0.13, the thickness of the wall, and this is where the edge of this wall begins. Okay, so we're gonna extrude this in the y-axis until we have about, let me get my book. All right, so until we have about 7.57. So I'm just gonna extrude this in the x-axis, sorry, the y-axis, until we have 7.57, 7.57, just like that. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to press Control and R3 here to add in an edge until we have 0.13 left on the other side. Let me zoom in a bit more. So G and then X or GG. Then we have 0.13. Come on, there we go, just like that. So let's take the whole thing, extrude it in the Z-axis. I think the height of the wall is 2. Let me see. What was the height of the wall again? Let me check that real quick, guys. So I'm just checking that, just to see, check the wall of the height. I mean the height of the wall, not the wall of the height. Yeah, so those two, that's 3.1. So the wall is 3.1 meters high. That's way too high, but we'll keep it that way. All right, so extrude it in a Z-axis until we have a 3.1 meters. I can see this very clearly. So G and then Z, 3.1, just like that. And I'm going to take this face over here, this face. I'm going to extrude it in the x-axis for 16.2 meters. So extruding the x-axis, we're going to type in 16.2, just like that. So we have it over there. And I want to press Control and R3 here. I want to press Control and R3 here. Move this all the way close to the side. And just press, and just pull this in. So we have 0.13, just like that. And I'm going to take this face, and we're going to extrude this one as well for 7.57. So extruding the y-axis, 7.57, negative of course, just like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Sorry. And now this side, we're just going to leave that side as it is. Let me see. The next thing, what the hell? Who slams the door like that? He's gonna do it again. Oh my god. Can't you just hold the door and then just close it down gently? Goodness. Alright. So let's move on with this. The next thing we're gonna do is to extrude this. I think it's about 4.98, but it's a separate wall. So let me just let me Shift and D this. First of all, let me get in here. Let me check the length real quick. I want to check some length real quick. And that is it's going to take a while. Alright, so that's 2.17. 2.17 on that side. So let's go back in there, and I'm gonna shift and D this in the x-axis, and I think it's about, I don't know, how long is it? First off, let me extrude this in the y-axis. 2.17, is that what I said? Yeah, just like that. But first off, let me check the length of this one real quick. Might be wasting too much time here. Let me hide this, hide that. You guys are probably not seeing this right now, but I'm trying to SNNY, SNNZ, F. Okay, so it's 2.64. So that's what we're gonna make sure we have on this side. Let me just go in here, take this vertex, extrude in the x-axis 2.64, negative 2.64. So now we have to move this in a bit more. So take this, move it in here to about there. Doesn't have to be exactly on it, just pretty close. Let me get that vertex and delete it. Alright, nice. So this one goes in more. So we're gonna go for about 4.98. So I'm gonna go 4.98 on this side. No, that's 5. 4.98, just like that. Alright. Now what I'm gonna do is let me see. I'm gonna add in a vertex. I'm gonna add in a vertex on this side right here till we have that thickness of the wall, 0.13. So let me just zoom in. Sorry. Till we have a 0.13. I don't know why it's not. Sorry. Come on, man. There we go. Now I'm gonna take this face over here, extrude in the x-axis all the way to there, into the wall, just like that. Okay, looks like we have to pull it out a bit more. So let me take the whole thing, and I'm gonna pull it out until it's the same level as the wall, just like that. That's what I was looking for. All right, so that about does it for this area. Now we're gonna move on to the side, and I'm just going to take this, and then let me see. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these two vertices here, and I'm gonna press Shift and D, and then move it in the x-axis. But first, let's take this, extrude in the x-axis until we have a 4.17, 4.417. So 0.417, just like that. And I'm gonna take these two pieces and move it just on top of that, right over there, like that. And I'm gonna take that vertex and delete that vertex. So now let's take all of this. We're gonna extrude it 1.65 in the y-axis. So 1.65 negative, just like that. And what I'm gonna do next is to, is that 1.65? Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna press Ctrl and R3 here, add in 0.13 on this side. Almost got it. Let me just zoom in a bit more. Come on. One, 3. All right, so now we're gonna take this one now, and we're gonna extrude it point 0.753. So extruding the y-axis, no, the x-axis 0.753 negative, of course, just like this. And I'm just gonna press Ctrl and R3 here until you have 0.13 as well on this. So I'm just zoom in, G twice, 0.13, just like that. And I want to take this face, and I want to extrude it in the y-axis. That's 1.52. So extrude in the y-axis 1.52 negative 1.52. So it's very close to this area. That is actually true. If you take a look right there. And I want to press Ctrl and R3 here to add in a piece here, 0.13. Just zoom in, G twice, 0.1, G twice again. Why is it so? I'm just going to leave it there. And I'm going to take this face over here, and I'm going to extrude it in the y-axis all the way into the wall over here. So extruding the x-axis all the way into the wall, like that. Yeah. So that is the basic wall of the top area. In the next video, we're going to be cutting out the windows and everything else that needs cutting out. And then we're going to create these planks over here as well, here and the one back here as well. Alright, so this is where I'll end the next video. I'll see you guys. This is where I'll end this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.